Welcome to the channel, VL lovers. So I was watching this clip of the J9 like for the millionth time.
ก็ขออวยพรแม่ตรงนี้เลยแล้วกันนะครับแม่ครับก็สุขสันต์วันเกิดนะครับขอให้แม่สุขภาพแข็งแรงแล้วก็อยู่กับผมเป็นนานๆนะครับผมอยู่ประเทศไทยผมไหวมากๆเพราะว่าผมไม่ได้อยู่คนเดียวผมมีพี่ๆที่โมทิเวตแล้วก็แฟนๆหรือว่าแม่ๆขอบคุณทุกคนมากๆนะครับ
And as always, I was thinking that this is basically a confession since Nine intertwined his fingers with Jung's and Jung was saying he's not alone. So it directly gets into my shipper heart. Anyway, since I'm aware of me being a Fuyoshi and honoring the name of the channel, today we will use the science of behavior analysis to analyze the J9. Advertisements. I am not an expert, but I'm a nerd who likes to read on various topics, including nonverbal communication. Okay, we are going to focus for this video on microexpressions and movements with the head, maybe a few things on body language. Let's begin. There are 7 universal expressions: disgust, anger, fear, sadness, happiness, surprise, and contempt. We are going to seek for any trace of those expressions. I want to start with this clip because I think it was an inflection point.
Would you do, Jen? Yes or no?
I don't think you can go that far. Is it too far though?
Just go up. Press the button. It's random.
Yeah, it's random. So yeah, the question was, would you like to?
No, just simple. Would you do it?
Would you do it?
What do me? You already? No.
Go to a party?
Yeah. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes or no?
I'm scared if we say yes and we'll be like, ding. Yeah, that's good. That's not.
So yeah, what?
I hope it's gonna be electric. Just you, me. Just.
Okay, so
Yes.
yes, yes,
Electric.
yes.
Electric.
พี่ดีพี่
Reverse like
ทำไมอะไรอ่ะ
แม่ก็รู้
แปลว่าอะไร
เซน
แปลว่าอะไร
เจอแล้วรู้หรือไม่ก่อนทำต่อไปตอบกันเหรอI quit Sorry
no
No
ถ้ามันติ้งขึ้นมา
Now it's going to hurt
It's random It's not random It does You just think it's random
Nine directly said the truth and admitted being attracted to Jung to a certain point. Even though Jung said that he would not do it with Nine, then why, just because a not very trustable device said that it was a lie, Jung was so embarrassed? That makes no sense. We can say that they were both acting weird after those questions, but I must notice that after Jung finished, he looked for Nine's eyes. He wanted to see how he was doing. It was his way of saying, I want to know more. But Nine was too embarrassed to dare to look at Jung. I cannot see any expression that indicates that neither of them were unhappy with the outcome. Jung goes from being confused for not really understanding the question to surprise, but never disgust, anger, or contempt. When the question was asked to Jung, he took a while to consider it, and when he said no, the lips were held tight right after. This is an indicator that he was holding back information. On the other side, when Jung said no, Nine's face was sad for a really brief moment, and then he smiled. But it was not a happy smile. When the device detected that it was a lie, he smiled with true happiness. You can tell by the wrinkles in the eyes. So my conclusion is that they weren't more than friends during this period of time. I even dare to say that they had not even talked about their feelings for the other person in any way. In the same clip, when Jung is asked what he prefers, if kiss or hug, he responds that he prefers to kiss. As long as we all know, he has only kissed 9 because he said he was his first kiss. The answer came so fast that it makes me think that since he's not very experienced, he does not have a lot of memories regarding that, and he just went with the feeling he remembers the most. So this is a second clue to conclude that by this point in time, they were not dating. I feel bad for poor 9 because I think he's insecure in those topics. And this answer from Jung for sure was hard to take. Something we should remember for later is that 9 is way more impulsive than Jung when feelings are involved. For the following time, I think they were both starting to accept that maybe they felt attracted for the other person. Remember this?
ขอบคุณที่เวลาจะทำงานแล้วกูวีนมึงแบบว่าก็ยังอยู่กลับบ้านก็ยังให้กำลังใจกันเสมอขอบคุณที่เราเจอกันโอ้โหนี่แหละฮะ6 หนุ่มซึ่งมูลของเรานะ
In this specific moment, it was very clear from the lips that Jung wants to talk to 9 and comfort him, but he can't due to the microphone being really close to his mouth. So he finally surrenders to 9 and hugs him. By this time, they became much closer. We finally arrived to my favorite moment ever. Every time Jung says that he's not alone, all his body points towards 9, and 9 was nodding as a reaffirmation. As I said earlier, 9 is more impulsive than Jung, and in this moment he felt the necessity of holding Jung's hand as his way of supporting him, and he was so happy when he finally could. I love this moment because it's very clear that Jung is referring to 9 when he says that he's not alone, and even more, he's holding back. It's clear that he's like, no, I cannot say it out loud. But it's very clear that he's like going around trying to avoid to say, this is my man. Moving on to the next year, the things evolved. In this clip, when 9 tries to kiss him, Jung is happily surprised, and his natural reaction was to pull him closer. Then he realizes the situation and walks away, gay panicking. When Jung cries, he looks for 9, so he's Jung's comfort zone. I think during that time they had built a stronger connection and had already become lovers.
Alright, to us to beach and Better Philippines, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Oh my god.
Finally, one of the most recent moments. Pavel had been recording a series of videos on his daily life, and in this clip he says that the guys stayed in a common house together again. He is clearly just waiting for them to be publicly together. Pavel is the captain of Jainan's ship. Thank you, Pavel, for so much.
Right now it's only Jung and 9 here because they slept here together again and again and again at the office. I don't know why, but 9's up there. But yeah.
Anyway, I think that we can conclude that the guys have come very far, and I'm very sure that the connection between them is deep. Some people say that they are something like friends with benefits, but for me it's very clear that 9 is too emotional for that situation, and Jung is really looking for familiarity and stability. For that, I think if they are together, then it's nearly impossible they just remained as friends with benefits. I just hope they can remain together because Jung is kind of clueless sometimes. Anyway, I love them, and since their bond is very well constructed through their friendship, I totally believe they can make it. There are many other moments of this beautiful couple, but these are the ones I consider the most important. I will probably make a part 2 analyzing the attraction behavior or maybe the jealousy moments. Thank you so much for listening to me. Let me know your own theories, or if you want me to analyze some other moments or couples in the comment section below. Keep being gorgeous and see you soon.